The title of this podcast is Still Growing. A few years ago, I was meeting with some colleagues during a well-being meeting at work. And we were all sharing about what's going well with our well-being practice and what needs work. And I mentioned the things that were going well. And then I talked about another situation that I thought I handled well. It was a individual in which I was doing a recreational sport with. It was a group of us. And this particular individual was wearing paraphernalia clothing that was um, that was political, and no one else at the place to where I do this sport wears anything like that. Everyone just tries to be open, leave all of that, at the doorstep, and no one brings it in. And so this individual did, and I didn't take it personally, except I wanted to have a conversation with them. And when I say I didn't take it personally, I didn't yell at them or tell them off or anything like that. I just wanted to have a conversation with them later. So I had a conversation with them, and I expressed to them that what they were wearing was I asked them to reconsider wearing it, at least on the court. The reason being, having served in the Marine Corps and feeling grateful for the opportunity to serve the country. What the clothing he was wearing seemed to be not supportive of people of service for some recent events during that year, and he apologized that it symbolized not being supportive of service persons and things like that. And he even said that he wouldn't wear it the next time he came to the court. But the next time he came, a week later, he wore something that was symbolic of the same thing. And I remember not being bothered inside. Like, I thought I was really peaceful inside. And so at this well-being meeting, I told people about the event. And I also told them that I chose not to go to the event when he was there. I would just go another time and play with other people. And my friends or colleagues at work thought that they were surprised by it, that I would not go. I tried to, I guess, explain that I'm not closing my heart to this person. I'm just choosing not to go during a time. Like, I have no ill will toward this person. And I completely respect their choice to wear whatever they wanted to. Nonetheless, my colleagues were surprised that I made that move. I didn't walk away feeling any kind of shame over it. And I didn't walk away feeling like I was blamed, that they blamed me. They just thought that I would have made a different choice and I would have showed up anyway. But I felt at the time really peaceful about the choice. Although I did want to really reflect about the choice that I made of not going to the courts when he was there, as a part of just making sure that I'm still working on my practice. And so I didn't think about it in terms of, like, let me think deeply about this and let me ask other people about it. What I did instead was I just did my practice every day to see what would happen. And as always, I'm led the right way, to the point that if I saw him on the court again, and it's been over a year and a half, if I saw him again, I would be open and loving. I wouldn't say, oh God, he's here, I'm not playing today, or I'm not going to be out there. I would still play. And so I guess that I've evolved in that way. It took about a year or so to get to that point, but I did. And I didn't think about it anymore after that meeting almost 2 years ago with my colleagues. I just let the practice do its work. And then one day when I thought about it, I said, oh, I would totally play. And so the practice did the work without me having to put my mind to work on it, which is great. I don't need to be ruminating about that or excessive thinking. Fast forward, something happened recently in my life, and I got there much quicker, like heart open immediately. Didn't feel wanting to pull away or to close my heart to this person or anything like that, because it's not about them. It's about me staying open and being unconditional in staying open. And I'm grateful, because had I not had that previous experience and in the residential area where I live in this little community, had I not allowed the practice to go to work on that, I would not have been able to produce or produce or maintain an open heart with this most recent situation. I wouldn't have been able to do it. That experience, that year of working on that allowed me to get there in a day or two. And I'm grateful for that. And this